up, everybody? I'm Dominique.
And I am Brandy, and we are your hosts of
Hey, Fave.
a weekly podcast where two best friends get together and talk about everything and nothing at the same time. What up?
All right, people, I hope you're well.
What up? How y'all doing?
Today's random question.
Random.
I saw a thingy. It said these movies came out in, I think, 93. Hold on. I needed to see. Okay, yes. These movies came out in 1993. You can only save 3. The rest are erased forever. And the movies are
I just messed it up.
A Perfect World, Groundhog Day, Dazed and Confused, Jurassic Park, Coneheads, The Fugitive, Demolition Man, Hocus Pocus,
That was Hocus Pocus? I didn't say that.
Tombstone, Schindler's List, Cool Runnings, The Sandlot, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Falling Down, The Last Action Hero, Sister Act 2, Addams Family Values, and Free Willy. You can pick 3. You can only keep 3. The rest go away forever.
Well, most of these, my 3 I'm going to keep is Jurassic Park, of course. You know, and I didn't even know this in here. Jurassic Park, Hocus Pocus, and it's between Miss Doubtfire and Sister Act 2. Sandlot was good. Yikes. Oh, Addams Family was good too. Sister Act 2. Those are my 3. Sister Act 2, Jurassic Park, and Hocus Pocus. My final answer.
Okay. I'm picking Cool Runnings,
Okay.
Sister Act 2, and it's either it was between Free Willy and Mrs. Doubtfire. But probably Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay. I like those both are really good. You know, the 90s had a lot of good movies.
Because if I could keep 5, I would keep Cool Runnings, Sandlot, Sister Act 2, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Free Willy.
Yeah, I would add Miss Doubtfire and Addams Family and Sandlot.
I liked Coneheads, I think.
It was alright to me.
Yeah, I mean,
what's that second one?
Groundhog Day.
Okay, no.
I don't think I know what it is, but I don't think I've seen it. And also, a lot of those I haven't seen. I haven't seen Falling Down, Last Action Hero, Robin Hood, The Fugitive, Demolition Man, Tombstone, Schindler's List, Dazed and Confused, Groundhog Day, and Perfect World I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, those are I'm keeping.
Cool. Okay.
Yay.
Cool. That was easy. Y'all let us know which 3 you would keep out of these movies made in 1993. I was 2 years old when these movies came out.
Dang, how old was I? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna count.
I was like, hold on, for 8. Did I get it right?
Yeah, 8. 8 years old. 8 years.
Oh, duh.
old.
All we got to do is remember how much older you are than me. That would, however many years, that would have.
You know, my math is horrible.
Cool. Okay. So, speaking of classic movies, I saw somebody say that it's time to admit that The Wiz is not a good movie. Do you agree or disagree? I'll give you some of their reasoning why, but off the top, do you agree or disagree that it is time to admit that The Wiz is not a good movie?
I disagree. I think it was a good movie. It had good songs. and all the things. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I meant to watch it just to refresh.
Yeah.
To see if their argument was valid, but as I stand currently, they tripping.
Yeah. It was a good movie. All they did was do exactly what they just added. They just
some
added
sauce.
Yeah.
Some soul.
Yeah.
Some flavor.
Yeah, a little bit.
A
little bit.
All the things that.
Yeah. Yeah, they tripping.
So this person, I just took a little paragraph from their whole article.
Oh Lord.
They're like pretty much there. The whole thing is like, it's not good. We just kind of honor it because it's a classic and for nostalgia reasons and because it had legends in it.
I'm not gonna honor something that wasn't good.
So
that's just me though.
They said yes, there are amazing. Yes, there are amazing musical numbers. Yes, Jackson danced and sang his butt off, and it's true that Ross killed the singing. But it is time we are honest with ourselves. Most of us fast forward through the film and only watch the musical numbers. And if you don't, you're losing at life. Don't subject the next generation to this film. Just let them watch the clips of the singing and dancing and the scene of the flying monkeys if you want to give them nightmares. But yeah, like I said, I read his whole argument. I think it was a he. Either way, I read their whole article, and their main point was it's boring. They didn't act well. It was just legends, and
he think we should all go off of his opinion about.
So it's time for
everybody's opinion on different movies are different. Everybody take movies in their own way. And just because he thought or she, whoever,
I can't remember,
thought it was bad and they didn't like it doesn't mean that all of us. Everybody don't like Sinners.
They don't.
I've seen some comments of people
that's
not
fine.
really liking
I don't
Sinners, but and then other people do.
Yeah, I mean that's like you said. That's with any movie, especially popular movies.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna base it off of. We like it.
Yeah.
Now I need to refresh my memory, but from when I did see it a couple times when I was younger.
You want to watch it after this?
We can. Because we haven't watched it in my adult life. I haven't watched. You know what I've come across, and I've told you this, I need to go back and watch all of the movies or TV shows that I used to watch as a kid and rewatch them, because the other day we were watching Lilo and Stitch, and there was a part in there where the big sister was looking for Lilo in the house, and Lilo, in my version, when I seen it,
the original version,
the original version, she went and hid in a dryer.
That's what it was. We kept saying oven, but yes, it was dryer.
It was a dryer. And in this new version they have like just a pizza box that's covering
over a cubby.
Like a hole.
Yeah.
I was like, that was not what she hid in. She definitely hid in a dryer.
Yeah, and as soon as you pointed that out, I remembered seeing a TikTok of somebody not fussing, but like pointing it out, like, y'all, they changed the movie.
Yeah.
And like, so the reason Disney said they changed it was to avoid encouraging children to climb into dryers.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, but I mean,
but you just messed up.
Don't be changing our movie. And the thing is, it's like they just changed it and re-uploaded it, and so it's like if you didn't see the original or you just don't be paying attention.
And then why would y'all use a pizza box? And why wouldn't y'all use like a sliding curtain or something?
Why is there just a random pizza box in a square?
Like a half of a pizza box. Yeah, like that's crazy.
Beside the washer, because they left the washer, didn't they?
Yeah. Like what? That's crazy. Yeah. There was something else I seen in
Ferngully? No.
Not Ferngully, Tangled.
No, okay.
So I was watching someone review or watch Tangled for the first time the other day. And you know, in the movie where Tangled and Flynn Rider are in the Ugly Duckling, that's not the whatever the restaurant was with all the bad men. With all the bad. Have you seen Tangled?
Yes.
Okay. There's a part.
So here's the thing. A lot of times I have seen it all the way through.
Okay.
But then a lot of times when I put it on, it's my go to sleep movie, so I don't make it through. I've made it through at least once, but
okay.
I don't recall. Continue though.
At the restaurant, Flynn Rider and Tangle, or that's not her name, but both of them were in the restaurant and they were singing the song, "Oh, we have a dream, we got a dream." And there's this one old man that's like flying around the restaurant in like a Cupid outfit.
Okay.
And as he's flying around, in the background, you can see Pinocchio.
Oh.
I had no idea. As I'm watching the person look at the movie,
you see it,
and I'm like, they stopped there. I was like, "Is that Pinocchio?" And I was like, "Is it Pinocchio?" And yep. But I've heard that Disney, like in DreamWorks, like they hide stuff from previous movies or whatever in movies.
I've seen stuff like that in other movies.
Oh,
like there's some stuff, like even in Toy Story, there's other characters like either even in a poster or something. Like I've seen that more across Pixar. I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I'm like, now I need to watch and really look now.
But you sent me the video. Was it from The Lion King? No. Was it? No, it was. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe I just saw it on my own on TikTok. I didn't go verify it. Apparently, in the scene in what's the mermaid? The Little Mermaid.
Oh, Little Mermaid.
Apparently, when the crowd gathered for something, Mickey and Goofy down there in the water.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
In the beginning, when they were doing the opera situation, they was about to open up for the opera, and the crowd was gathering all the mermaids. And in the midst of the mermaids, there is Goofy and Mickey Mouse. Donald.
Mickey and Donald.
It was one of them. Mickey and another person were in the midst of the crowd. Right. They were in the midst of the crowd. Yeah. That's pretty dope. I like that they do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
So,
I was like, I didn't never recognize that.
So I'm not shocked that they slid Pinocchio in there because they be doing stuff like that. And I do think it's cool when they do that.
And he was hidden in the shadows. That was actually for them to catch it. And that was their first time looking at it.
Yeah. Because
I get enough watch this movie over and over again.
And the girl is Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Tango is not her name.
Okay. But then that does make me wonder, like, how many things are they just subtly changing and we don't know, or the kids after us aren't even ever going to know the version we knew.
We should look that up after this. See what movies have been changed.
What they've been in there changing. Mm-hmm. Like, I know they put the disclaimer up before, like,
they
old movies.
do that now.
But have they ever, like, just, like, cut some parts out of any of these old things that had offensive scenes, or they figured that?
I think they leave it and they just let you know, hey, it's in here.
For.
Yeah. Because, I mean, all the movies I've seen, like the Pocahontas and all of that, everything is the same far as scenes.
Gotcha.
But they do put a disclaimer in the beginning, like, this may be offensive to... Like, okay.
I mean, a lot of these old fairy tale movies were absolutely wild. So I get it.
Even the Fantasia movie with Mickey Mouse. Have you seen?
I know what it is, but
okay. Yeah, when I saw something online talking about it was something racial in there, and I went and looked at it actually, and they had the disclaimer, but they kept the actual part in there. So yeah. Yeah, a little discovery. If y'all know any other movies that does that, let us know. Let us know in the comments. That's dope, though.
Yes.
Love that. Yes.
Okay. So, moving on. Someone else said that Effie was indeed the problem in Dreamgirls. And I didn't read their explanation. I didn't see the explanation for that. But do you agree that she was the problem? Or did they just do her dirty?
They did do her dirty. Was Effie the problem? Was Effie the problem?
Let's see if I can find.
I mean, she had her moments where she thought she was, better than, or y'all need me situation. But like the main problem, no. Yeah. No, not that I can think of. I'm trying to think of the movie now.
Yeah, I agree. I think they did her dirty. Like, sure, could she have leaned a little bit and not been so stubborn? No, this is how we gonna do it. This is, but I feel like that was just her like sticking to like the plan or what they wanted, or you know, sticking to the goal or the dream. Because it's like the changes they were kind of like not conforming, but they were compromising what their original whatever was, just for the fame or the growth. It's like, but it's like, is that not what you have to do sometimes?
Yes.
But then the question is how much.
Right.
But then you do it without sacrificing the dream, your original.
Yeah.
And I guess she was just sticking to. I mean, Effie was tough, but they was also like she wasn't gonna let nobody talk to her crazy, which is fine.
Yeah, which is totally fine. I think the problem started coming when she started recognizing that they were liking, I don't know her actor name, Beyonce, and favoring her over Jennifer Hudson.
I think that's a valid. Okay, I found the explanation. Well, I'll read it in a second, but I think that's a valid. Like, you know, yeah, like if you see, we're a group here. We all was here from the beginning, and I'm sure she had a little more on it because she was the lead, and then all of a sudden, you done pushed me out of my spot, pushing this other person that didn't even necessarily want to be in that spot, and now you're favoring her and like leaving us behind when it's like we're supposed to be all of us, but you're, like I think that's a valid.
Yeah.
I don't think she was wrong.
Yeah. And then her reason for not showing up at certain, I think, practices or something.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken. It's because she was pregnant,
So,
but she didn't want to say anything.
That was my thing. I'm like, I feel like if she had just told them what was going on, they'd have been, instead of just cutting up, they'd have been a little more understanding.
Yeah.
Let's see what this person has to say. Okay. She had a huge ego, and she thought because she was hunching Curtis, she would be on top. She was missing practice and all that. She could have just told them she was pregnant, and even when they replaced her, it's because she hadn't been showing up or saying anything. They never intended to do it in front of everybody. Curtis was supposed to talk to her, but she saw her replacement first and went off.
Curtis was supposed to love me.
That's what somebody put in the comments. They said, girl, go to sleep. Curtis was supposed to love her. All
right. Okay. Shoot.
She said, I stand on it. She said, I'd be pissed if my group members slept with my man too. She was the David Ruffin of the group until he gave the lead to Dana. The Effie we all got paid. They ate her up. Okay, I won't fall for the rage bait. Effie was never the problem.
That's hilarious.
Someone agrees and says she definitely played a part in it by being on a high horse.
I told you she had her moments where, you know, but the full problem, no.
Yeah, nah.
She did have pride now.
Absolutely.
She was prideful because you could have told Mr. Jamie Foxx that you were pregnant by him and not held that from him.
Now, yes, I agree. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I do. He was a jerk either way. I feel like even if she had told him, he was still gonna be trash regardless. Yeah. But I feel like everybody else, yeah. So most people agree.
You know that your group mate was talking to this man first, and then you gonna start talking to him, like
absolutely. So that's all. Dina. I think that person in the comments called her Dana. That's not that baby name. Her name was Dina in this movie.
Dina.
But yeah,
Beyonce.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
She was dirty for that. Like, I don't care how young and naive y'all were.
Mm-hmm. You know you wouldn't want somebody talking to your man,
and she can't play clueless like she didn't know Effie was with him.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yes, and you know, I agree. Dream Girls. That was. I think I still know it from beginning to end. That was my movie. I
haven't seen it in a while.
I watched it like months ago. Sometime at the end of last year, I rewatched it just to see, and I was like,
yeah, it was a very
still holds up.
Popular movie when I was in college. All of the people knew the words we were doing, the dances, all of the things. I even participated in a program where one of the performances was, and I was a background dancer. Hilarious. Hilarious. But yeah, fun times. Dreamgirls. Good movie. I loved it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are there any other like culturally popular or praised movies that aren't actually good? So we disagree that The Wiz isn't good, but there some that actually are super popular that you actually don't think are good?
Any movies culturally?
Like some I've heard Baby Boy mentioned in conversations like these. It's like that.
Baby Boy was good.
Okay.
Soul Plane sucked, but nobody likes that movie. Also, so I can't really say. Well, I'm gonna say Soul Plane.
Okay.
But nobody likes that movie. So, then that's not. Well, it's popular kinda, but nobody likes that movie.
I think Soul Plane is one we accept for what it is. Like nobody is saying Soul Plane was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
I will still watch it. I don't know why, but but yeah, I think that's one of the ones we kind of just accept for what it is. Yeah. Did I have some? Let me see if I had some suggestions. We talked about Love and Basketball before, and how they were saying this is not a love story. This is trauma and toxic love.
It is,
but that didn't make the movie.
Yeah,
the movie wasn't bad, right?
Yeah, no, still a good movie. I'm thinking about all the movies that I have watched and were they sucky?
I'll say one. The original Color Purple.
You didn't like the original Color Purple?
I told you it makes me sad.
It was still a good
Is it a good movie?
Yeah. It's still a good
What is
movie.
the definition of a good movie?
If it can make you emotional, if it had a good plot, if it had like a good run through the whole movie, you know how stuff is rushed and something may be missing and you like, wait, well, but what about this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So because
I'm gonna say Black Panther, the second one.
Now that movie's not that bad. I don't think it was a bad movie.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I do not like it.
Okay.
It was stuff that once I said stuff missing, I was like, oh, I know.
Okay.
That is one.
Oh, so yeah, Baby Boy is on the list.
Baby Boy.
Or for 2 hyped movies. I asked for a list of 2 hyped movies. Love and Basketball. Is it really romantic or is it just emotional manipulation with a basketball court? We disagree that it's a bad movie. Their love is just a little.
Yeah.
The Wiz, we already disagreed. Poetic Justice.
Yeah, they tripping.
Okay, I still haven't seen it.
I mean,
so.
I don't.
So maybe okay. Yeah. I guess The Color Purple was put together well. It's just a depressing story. That's really all it is.
Sad.
Yeah, that's really
it absolutely
it's
is
just very
sad.
depressing and dark. And I'm like, why do y'all keep watching it?
Well, you wouldn't like Eve's Bayou then.
Okay, I've heard of it and never watched it.
You probably won't like that either.
It's sad too.
Yeah.
Or traumatic. That's it's like y'all are voluntarily subjecting yourselves to trauma with Color Purple. I don't know the story of Eve's Bayou, but
or it seemed like, okay, never mind, I lied.
Oh, okay.
I think you should still watch it. Eve's Bayou.
Okay. That's not the Beloved is the one with the it's not the same. That's
Beloved,
2 different stories.
Yeah, 2 different stories, but that was horrible.
I hear everybody that talks about Beloved is like, now that was Oprah's in that.
I don't remember. I'll have to look, but yeah. Oh, Beloved.
What's it about though? Yeah, that's Oprah. Oprah and Danny.
Oh yeah, no. Yep, that is.
It's a horror. It's a horror movie. Oh, okay, psychological horror drama film.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Beloved.
It's in Ohio. Ohio. A mother of 3 haunted by her horrific slavery past and her desperate actions for freedom. Did she kill some people and the spirits haunting her?
I don't think that was a horror movie.
Okay, as a result, her home is haunted by a furious. Oh, if I just kept reading that, I had my answer. A furious poltergeist which drives away her 2 sons. Her and her daughter Kimberly, at least that's who else is in that movie, endure living with the spirit for more than 10 years, for 10 more years, until an old friend arrives to run it out. After
I'm gonna have to look at that again.
he moves in, a strange woman named Beloved enters their lives, causing turmoil. Ooh.
I'm gonna have to watch that again because I only remember.
Oh, it's on
parts.
Hulu.
Oh, great.
Okay. That's a 2 hours and 52 minutes. That's almost a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And then what was the other one you said? Eve's Bayou.
Yeah, Eve's Bayou. It has Megan Good in it. It has what's the girl? Smollett.
Journey.
Yep.
That's a Creole, Louisiana.
Yeah.
10-year-old black girl discovers that her family's affluent existence is merely a facade. The philandering of her suave doctor father creates a rift, throwing Eve's mother and teenage sister into emotional turmoil. Eve, though, manages to find some solace with her quirky psychic aunt. Okay.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
But let's see. Back to overrated movies, and they don't gotta be black.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking straight black.
No. Oh, well, I did say culturally popular.
Because
do we want to? Yeah, let's stay for now, unless we can't think of that. Oh, somebody said okay. I don't know how. The Best Man ended up on this list.
The Best Man?
That was good.
What is wrong with them?
I've also heard this, not on here, but The Wood. But I'm like, I think that one was actually good.
All of those movies.
Or do we just think they're classics because of time and nostalgia? Are they actually good movies? Is the acting good? Is the story good?
Yeah, like yes.
Okay.
I think so. Like
Set
that
off.
whole set of movies that came out with the same actors in each one.
It was the same. It was the same.
Yeah. Set It Off. They better shut up now.
They said Set It Off. That makes me sad too. They said the pacing was all over the place for Set It Off. ATL, they said it's a vibe for sure, but how strong was the actual storyline? Somebody might say Roll Bounce, but I also don't think the blacks are like, oh, we love Roll Bounce.
Yeah. I mean, Roll Bounce.
It was cool though.
Kid movie. I liked Roll Bounce.
Yeah. Okay. Like Mike. Was that just cheesy?
I don't even remember.
Okay, that was Bow Wow.
I think I've only watched it like once.
Okay, what about Big Mama's House? That's like that whole series with Martin and them.
That was pretty good.
Okay? Like, cause the people, some people don't like the whole character, and it's too much. Is it corny?
Yeah.
I guess some would say anything Tyler Perry does, but are they even overrated though? Because people just dog him. They not. It's not what some people do to dog him, but. Do people like think of his movies as, oh, you gotta see him? Yeah, like
I don't know. I think the only complaint from people is that how he
the quality of
just how he puts like
trauma.
What is the word? How he portrays black women in the movies. Like, we always have to be struggling or something, trauma or something. Like, it's always, like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's
but it has the potential to be good movies.
Yeah, I think some of his stories, though, also be the issue. It's like the same traumatic story packaged in a different way over and over. And it's like, come on. Okay.
Now the new one that he had did with Kelly. Wait, did you watch that? Mia Culpa.
Mia Culpa.
Did you think that was good?
It was one of the better ones.
Okay.
And then he went right back to chaos with that doggone.
My Lord.
Get him out the casket.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's hit or miss. Like he has good moments, and it's like we've said in the past, you can't deny we was all watching them plays. So it's like it's not like the man ain't talented.
Every single play.
It's not like the man ain't talented. It's just we question some of.
I love the plays.
But to me, like I feel like some his movies still read like plays to me.
Yeah,
and I think that might be the issue.
Yeah,
because the two mediums are different. Like, okay. Let's see. They may say Baby Boy. Was it too chaotic to take seriously? Oh, well, no. People don't love it. People they clown this one too. The hip hopper, the one with Carmen, the one with Beyonce. They don't consider that a good movie.
Ooh, what movie?
The movie with Beyonce, Carmen, hip hopper, You ain't seen
Cadillac?
No, I'm not making up a title. It's called the hip.
I didn't like. What's the movie?
Yeah, that Carmen, a hip hopper, so it's an opera, but it's hip.
Oh, girl, I don't even think I've seen that.
I've seen a black movie that you haven't seen,
girl. Or maybe I have seen it and just don't remember.
I didn't know Beyonce. The Bow Wow was in it.
What is the one where it got Terrence Howard and all the
Hustle and Flow?
Out? I didn't like that.
Okay, I can see that.
I did not like that.
Okay.
Nope. Didn't like
I
it.
think I don't have too many to add because I ain't seen stuff.
True.
And all of these we called out. I've seen ATL, and I have to really like a movie, I think, to rewatch. I also don't just rewatch movies.
Yeah.
Unless it's, I don't know if I can honestly say that. I guess like I said, I have to like it. Yeah. Baby Boy, I've seen multiple times. Brown Sugar, I enjoy it, but I'm also a Queen Latifah fan, so I was gonna watch that. But that's Queen Latifah, Tay Diggs, Sanaa Lathan. Soul Food, I still have not seen. It says great family drama,
really?
But some.
Did I know that? I did not know that. Dominique, God, wait. Look.
I
You
thought
probably
I told
have,
you
and I probably forgot. Soul Food.
I've seen more of the show than I've seen the movie. I used to watch the episode.
The show? Mm-hmm. It was a show?
Yeah, because Pretty Eyes, light skin. Nicole Ari Parker and Boris Kojo played a couple on the series. She was Terry or somebody.
What?
And Bird, the girl that played in the wood, she was Bird on the show. So I've seen, like I said, I've seen more of the show.
You need to see
I haven't seen the movie. Like I've seen the bits. I've maybe seen bits and pieces. Like I've seen the Sunday dinner. I've never seen the people they be like, Big Mama, your arm or whatever. I haven't seen that. But yeah, I know more of the show than the movie because the show used to come on BET. So I watched the series. I haven't seen the movie. I have it, I think.
We gotta make a list. We gotta make us a list. Because what movie you say Bodyguard? You say you hadn't seen The Bodyguard. Mm-hmm. You have not seen this movie we just said. Soul Food. What else haven't you seen?
On this list, I haven't seen Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice. Let me make my list. We gotta have a movie night. It's gonna take us a couple weeks, but we're gonna have a movie night.
I've seen everything else on this list though. So that's good. I've seen Love and Basketball. I've seen The Wiz. I've seen ATL. I've seen Set It Off. I've seen all of The Best Mans. I've seen Brown Sugar multiple times. And I've seen Baby Boy multiple times. I've seen Do the Right Thing, which is a Spike Lee movie.
Where your name at? Fave.
I have a question. Are all Spike Lee movies good, or do we just give them high regard because they're Spike Lee movies?
Now, I haven't seen them all.
Okay. I've seen a good amount. I won't say that. I've seen Do the Right Thing. I've seen
I might have to
Mo Better Blues.
I don't think I've seen
I've seen Crooklyn. I've seen School Days.
I've seen School Days. Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. I saw the show version of She's Gotta Have It.
I started watching it, but yeah.
Was it too much for you, or you just didn't like it?
I don't know.
I have not seen Malcolm X.
I don't think I've seen Malcolm X, or maybe I have and just don't remember.
People talk about it. Yeah, I've put it on my list on various streaming platforms, but I haven't seen it. I did see the Black Klansman. That's a newer one.
I haven't seen that.
You didn't see that one?
Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was cool.
All right.
I haven't seen Inside Man. I didn't know that was his.
Okay,
Jungle Fever. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. That came out the year I was born. Crooklyn, okay.
I've never seen Crooklyn.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I've seen the ones that I've seen is because I intentionally started. I was like, I'm gonna watch the Spike Lee movies that everybody talks about. So I just started watching them.
Inside Man, that was good. I didn't know that was his.
Chirac, I saw that.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. He Got Game. I think I've seen all of it, but if not, I've seen a good bit of it.
Girl 6. I forgot that was his.
What's that? Mo Better Blues, Do the Right Thing, School Days.
School Days, yes. Do the Right Thing, yes.
Wasn't there another school movie? House of Rule of Learning.
Higher Learning.
That's what I was trying to.
Did he do Higher Learning?
I thought
He did
so.
Higher Learning.
Oh, that's just the same kind of era.
Yeah.
These ain't all his movies.
Who was that other man that's a producer?
Singleton.
Yeah.
John Singleton.
Maybe that was his. Maybe that's his. Or maybe I'm tripping. It is his. He's not alive, is he?
R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
I've seen some of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
Boys in the Hood. I probably can't say some. I've seen.
Okay.
I've seen Boys in the Hood, and then I've seen New Jack City.
Okay. He did Dangerous Minds. Oh, it seems like he would. Yeah. Above the Rim. Dangerous Minds.
Jason's Lyric.
Jason's Lyric was good. Juice.
I've seen parts of Juice.
Okay. I watched that recently, and I was like, yikes.
I've seen
Rosewood?
Friday. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Ain't it sad?
It is. Just telling you what happened in Rosewood, Florida.
Oh.
Basically, that's a real thing.
What happened?
Where they basically destroyed a black town. Basically, a massacre.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen Set It Up. Well, I have seen Set It Off. I have Set It Off.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You haven't seen Waiting to Exhale?
That's why I stopped.
Girl!
Now that I've said on here before, and I've told you.
My goodness. I'm going to have to stay here for a week. I think I'm just going to stay. I think I got some extra clothes.
Okay.
Y'all been here all the weekend.
I have it. I even got as far to putting it on the Blu-ray player, but I never put it in and watched it.
Jesus.
So I still haven't seen the 5 Heartbeats and all of them. All of them is together.
Weren't we just watching it? Or that was me? No, I was watching somebody watch it.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, like my shirt? That's me on my shirt wearing my Faith Over Logic hoodie. How cool is that? I'm sure you've seen me wear Faith Over Logic t-shirts and hoodies quite often, so I figured why not tell you a little more about it. So Faith Over Logic is my faith-based apparel brand. You can find it at faithoverlogic.com. The goal is to give you a wearable way to encourage yourself and others to trust God more than you need for things to make sense according to your own logic, because it won't always make sense. So your faith needs to outweigh your need for things to make sense. We have the hoodies, we have sweatshirts, we have t-shirts, we've got hats, leggings, all kinds of things. Multiple ways for you to go out and share your faith and look good while doing it. There's also a blog over there where every once in a while I try to drop something encouraging or inspirational. So you can check that out if you'd like. Subscribe to the blog, get your merch, share with your friends, all of the things. Find everything you need at www.faithoverlogic.com.
Oh!
But yeah.
You gotta watch that first.
Okay. So yeah, y'all let us know if it's some overrated movies or really hyped up movies that aren't actually good movies.
Yeah, because I can't think of a lot.
We only love them because they're nostalgic, or we love them out of nostalgia, not because they're quality movies. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have you seen The Temptations?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Great. Wonderful.
Okay, are there other characters that were either seen as innocent that were actually the problem, or characters that were seen as the problem but they actually weren't wrong, or they were just misunderstood or whatever? Like, so we're on Effie's side, and then this person had the nerve like, no, she was actually the problem. So are there any?
Can I say Scar?
Go for it.
Was
You think he was
a problem? But I think he was misunderstood because he was supposed to be next in line to be the king.
Over?
Yeah, because his brother had, or his whoever had a son. Right? Ain't that what was?
I didn't watch Mufasa.
No.
Just
I
in
haven't
general.
seen Mufasa.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Mufasa. I'm talking about from the actual original Lion King. Was he supposed to be king? But because
he's like the older
his
brother.
Brother did, yeah.
I don't know how that happens.
Oh shoot, y'all let me know.
I just know he wanted to be king, and he was salty that Mufasa was the king.
Okay, maybe I need to rewatch it again.
I do know a lot of people, and I can't weigh in on this because I haven't seen the movie, but a lot of people say Terry gets a bad rap from Soul Food. It's
what
like
they say she did, because I forgot. It's
like they tried to make her feel bad for not giving money or whatever, but she was like the only one. She was the one supporting the family. Is that right?
I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'm gonna say,
but it's like people, as I've seen a lot of people post that nowadays. It's like, y'all were too hard on Terry. I would be mad too if the family was depending on me for everything, and my cousin go sleep with my man, and y'all expect me to just be okay.
Oh well, absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna say this movie is not a black movie, but Home Alone, the mother, the parents.
You think they were actually wrong?
They were actually super wrong, and how they treated now Kevin. He had a smart mouth, but most of the things he got in trouble for, somebody else did, and the fact that they saw, what their son did, their older son do at the concert, but Kevin got in trouble. It's like you saw that your older son was picking and bullying him in the concert, and once Kevin retaliated, it's now, it's Kevin's fault. No, that's the big brother's fault. So and then the fact they kept leaving, and they were like twice.
The fact that you can leave and not realize your kid is not with you is wild.
Like, you should be checking to see if you got every kid, not depending on your other kids to see if, or however. I don't know how it is with parents with multiple kids.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that wasn't all even.
That's
her
what
kids.
I was about to say.
Her brothers or somebody.
Each parent should have been keeping track of their kids.
Exactly.
Is what I feel.
Exactly. But I ain't like that after watching as an adult. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, for real?
Okay. Since you brought up, no, you didn't, but not on here. You didn't, but Killmonger. Do you feel like he was misunderstood, or like his feelings were valid in his actions?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think that how he went about it, it was absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Yes, he saw, and he's been in wherever he was, not in Wakanda, but outside of Wakanda, and seeing how our people were being oppressed and whatever. He was more on that line of what people don't want us to do nowadays is retaliate. Okay. Instead, us black folk today are Wakanda. We're not Killmonger.
Yeah,
we're on Black Panther.
People.
Right.
Kumbaya. Let's all get along.
Killmonger was like, let's group
burn
together
all this down,
and let's show them
take all the things
who was in control.
Okay,
that's what he was. And now the way he did it, absolutely. But I understood. Yeah, I understood.
Okay.
So, yeah.
In TV, just while I try to think of more movie characters, sometimes I would wonder, on the Braxtons, did they kind of make Tamar look like more of a brat than she actually was, or like, and like, did they like not like, did they, you know how the saying is like, you don't see when they pushing me, you only see me when I act crazy. And like sometimes I wonder if that's the case, or like they made her to look like more of a brat, or they always made her to look like the problem. It was like, but y'all being messy too, or y'all not listening, or like.
Yeah, I will say that I believe that all the sisters were being messy at some point, but I believe that because Tamar is a little bit more dramatic, it seemed like she was the problem all the time. And like she's just more expressive about what is going on, and everybody may be a little bit more reserved in expressing their stuff, but she was just okay. Which a lot of people loved her.
Yeah, but then I also see it was like a lot of people love her, but then there's also that group of people who's like, she do too much. She's always running her mouth, and that's why blah blah blah. But I'm like, or maybe not. Like, maybe she's not the problem. Like, what she's saying is valid. Y'all might not like how she's saying it, but
like, I ain't never seen her like not say something wrong. Like, say something that was a lie. Yeah. Like, I feel like she's always kept it real. But yeah,
Scar made the list.
Yeah. Hey, come on now.
The characters that weren't actually the villain. Maleficent. How you say it?
Maleficent. Okay. How they treated her. Now, I like the ones with Angelina Jolie.
I'm glad we looked this. Yes, because that triggered. Yes, I agree. Yes, they did her dirty first. So in that same line, Elphaba, you haven't watched it yet. The Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz. I done watched Wicked.
Oh, I haven't seen Wicked.
I'm on Elphaba's side.
I don't know who that is.
I just said the Wicked Witch.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Yep.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Wicked 2 to finish the story, and like we've already discussed, I want to go see the play.
They haven't finished it?
There's a part 2.
Oh, I ain't seen the movie, so I don't know.
But I said that when
so they like cut it off.
They literally cut it, yeah.
Like a Fast and Furious 10, 9. They cut it off like that.
Well, no. So what? What they did was cut it right at the end of Act 1. So the play is split into Act 1 and Act 2. Okay. They made the movie. The movie is Act 1.
Okay.
Act 2 will be the second movie.
Okay.
From what I understood.
Okay.
So yeah. So really, yeah, it stops at like the high point midway through the play. So I'm looking forward to the second part, but I do want to see the play first, so I already have the whole story because the play will be here this summer. And
really? You put that on the thing, or did you? And
I hadn't got that. I didn't update that.
Oh,
I was just trying to get those dates.
Y'all, we have a list of things.
Yeah. I didn't even think of activities. I was trying to get the actual travel part out first.
Okay.
But yes, we've talked about this though, because when I a few episodes back, I was like, I watched Wicked and I really liked it, and I want to see the play now. Yeah,
you never be forgetting.
Yeah, it's fine. But yes, that is one character I'm thinking. So right now I'm going with I have to finish the story, and maybe it does take a turn. But you know how everybody hates the Wicked Witch, and you know in the Wizard of Oz, ding dong, the witch is dead. Yeah. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. As
of right now, I'm on her side, and I think whatever the land was called, y'all did her dirty. The Sebastian and the Little Mermaid.
Oh,
because he was a snitch. People didn't like him for that.
That's crazy. He should have told, because she was not listening.
He was trying to keep her alive.
Trouble, okay. And he was supposed to be the babysitter, right?
Yeah,
why wouldn't he tell?
Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
And Killmonger, he got on that list. Okay. Oh, I do agree with this one. Mirabelle from Encanto, but I don't think everybody made her the black sheep. Just her grandmother. I hated the way her grandmother treated
Mirabelle
her.
Is the girl that didn't have the magic. Okay.
Yes. I feel like, but I guess I didn't think of her because everybody didn't treat her dirty. Her grandmother was the main one.
Yeah.
Okay. Some characters So yeah, those were misunderstood characters that were seen as innocent, but they may have actually been the problem. They done said Andy from Toy Story. He ditched his toys. He ditched his old toys and favorite Buzz. I mean, yes. Now, I don't think anybody disagreed that he did Woody dirty in the beginning.
Yeah.
Rose from Titanic, absolutely. She could have pulled that man up on that door.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And
that's it's for that to be real life. Like, you crazy.
Is that how that really happened, or did they add something to it to make it? Like, I know the story Titanic happened, but like the way that played out.
That's how she told the story is how.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't know. Ooh.
Nala was actually a problem from Lion King. She guilted him out of a peaceful life.
I mean, she did like pick on him for wanting to do something. Wasn't it to go somewhere?
To come back and be the king. He wanted to stay out there and eat bugs and live with.
Oh, you talking about that? I was talking about like when they.
Oh, she did punk him into going to the graveyard, the elephant graveyard, and he wasn't supposed to. Oh, was that his idea?
No, that was his idea.
Yeah, she was like, "We not supposed to." Yeah, so let's go back to the.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. That's fine.
Bella absolutely. She was playing both of them guys, and I could not stand her in that movie.
She was annoying. She was very annoying. Okay.
I'm like, girl, make up your mind. And you over here putting your life in danger over a boy? You're putting your life in danger over a boy.
In that same, okay, let's stick with Twilight. Was Jacob bad? Maybe I didn't understand the whole imprinting thing. Like, he didn't choose that. Like, I know they were looking at him sideways for imprinting on the baby. That's what it's called, right?
Yes, but what does imprinting mean? What did it mean to them? Is it something sexual?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Because if that's the case,
but he didn't do anything. It was more like, I think it alluded to that, but it was more of a deep emotional sitch. But I thought it wasn't voluntary. Like, he didn't just choose, I'm going.
Yeah.
I thought it just happened, because people could say that and be like, well, it just happened. I didn't choose to love.
Wasn't that to save her or something? I don't know.
In the end, like
they couldn't do anything to her because
he
had did that.
That's the first question that popped up. Okay, in Twilight, when Jacob imprinted on, what did they name that baby?
Resume.
Wait,
what's that little girl's name?
Renesmee?
I remember a May. Renesmee.
Because my eyes saw resume also, but I knew that's what it was. I knew that wasn't.
Saw their children resume.
It's spelled R-E-N-E.
Renesmee.
R-E-N-E-S-M-E-E. Yeah.
Where did that name come from?
That's what I said.
Renesmee.
It meant that he became irrevocably bonded to her, making her his soulmate. This involuntary connection, specific to
Quillet. I don't know what that is.
Specific to shapeshifters, creates a profound and intimate bond. While initially Jacob saw the child as a child and felt protective. Their connection deepened as she matured, eventually leading to a romantic relationship. So do you think the point that it shifted from just protector to romantic, that's what made it wrong?
I guess.
But like, they were, before it even shifted that direction, they were mad at him. And I'm like I just said, I didn't think that was, I thought he couldn't control it. And it clearly says this was an involuntary connection. So it's like, so I feel like they got on him for nothing, or they were meaner to him than they needed to be. Now, once she growed up, because then that's where it comes in these age gap relationships, or these men that be waiting for these girls to get older, or women that be waiting for these boys to get older. That's when I look at you sideways. So maybe he deserved a side eye for that.
Yeah.
But the actual imprinting, I feel like they got on him for nothing.
Yeah. But Rose, whatever her name is, she deserved all the side eyes throughout the whole.
Bella.
Bella.
Yes. Yeah.
Deserved all the side eyes.
She was just
very dramatic and played both of them dudes. Like, what? Are you serious? But
yeah, see, so yeah, those were the ones that were seen as innocent that were actually wrong. Jacob was misunderstood. People say Terry was misunderstood, and from what I gathered, I agree. I just, I can't put too much on it because, hey. And then we said Scar, Killmonger. Are there any other, they said Mia from Princess Diaries, she was actually toxic and mean. Lily was toxic and mean, but Mia was often messy too and didn't communicate with anyone well. I do agree.
I never seen that.
None of them? Oh.
Wow.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think the parents in the Parent Trap were wrong, but I don't.
They were absolutely wrong. How dare you have twins and then was like, oh, you take one, I take one, and we'll never see each other again. We're not going to introduce them or nothing.
Yeah. 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 And everybody knew except them.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And then y'all fell in love again anyway. What y'all break up for?
Did we ever get that clear answer?
Was it a job thing or career thing?
I think it was we literally just watched this 2 weeks ago. It was something she felt. I think one felt like the other was gonna want. I don't know.
Look, they were wrong. And the fact that y'all didn't introduce your daughters to each other.
Come on, Google. Y'all got all my questions at the top of the list. The reasons for the divorce between Nick and Elizabeth are never explicitly stated. However, the film portrays them as being in a highly conflictual relationship and that the divorce was bitter, with Nick vineyarding. Yes, because he has a vineyard. Okay. Come on, context clues. It's not spelled the way you think, people. And Elizabeth, a fashion designer, holding strong resentments against each other. The divorce likely stemmed from their inability to resolve their differences and maintain a positive co-parenting relationship. But I thought that's okay. This is more. Yeah, I remember she ran off. Okay, she ran off after a fight, and she was kind of hoping he would follow her, and he never did. She just packed up and left after they had an argument about something, and I feel like it was career, or it was something about the relocating, or
yeah, that's what I thought it was.
But yeah, they had a fight. She packed up and left, and was hoping he would come after her, and he never did. Which is why it was so easy for them to just fall back in love, because I guess they really didn't need a divorce in the first place. They had an argument,
crazy.
And they should have just resolved the argument, but instead,
all them years of not having your kids meet each other,
and you not seeing your other kid,
right? And then you didn't even. It's like y'all knew questions gonna be asked. The father or mother is not there,
and it's not like you have this. They didn't make up this story like, oh, your father died, your mother died.
Yeah, y'all just never said anything.
You just don't talk about them, so they have these old wrinkled pictures of their other parents, so that they know they existed at some point, and then they just disappear.
I just expect them not to ask any questions. Like what?
That's
crazy to me. Wow.
Yeah, so they were absolutely. And although, I like Jesse and I like how the butler helped out, they was a little wrong too. They were so happy when they saw the other twins. Like, well, y'all should say something, or at least convince the parents that they were tripping. Like, especially because they were so close. I feel like they had that influence. They could have said something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I think of any more moves, I'm gonna bring it back on next episode.
Okay.
Because darn it. I know there's so many more.
Yeah.
So many more. I'm gonna think of some more.
Because a lot of times, when I be watching stuff now, like even Thanos, it's like you see these villains and their reasoning behind what they're doing. It's like they'd be absolutely nuts, but it's like they're doing some really crazy things, but in their mind they really think they're doing right or doing what they need to do for whatever reason. And then some people, they have like good ideas and they execute it wrong. I mean, Thanos was absolutely a villain.
Yeah, some people are saying that he was right with what he was doing, but I'm trying to figure out what. But I'm thinking, I don't know if I have to watch something else over again, because I think where that started coming in is when the Eternals came, and then when they had to stop an insurgents. I'm gonna have to. That's not what that is. They had to stop the big people from coming up out of the earth. I'm gonna have to rewatch some stuff, and because people are saying that Thanos was right, and I don't know where he was right at. Did he prevent something? And I just didn't catch it. Yeah.
But yeah, I noticed that a lot of time when people that are doing like bad stuff, even like if the people are crazy, it's like, but these crazy people really think they doing the right thing. And it's like
Daenerys.
Yes.
That made me mad.
What did she do?
Did she burn down the whole town? You didn't even get the person that you were needed to get, but you would rather burn down the whole King's Landing instead of go straight to the tower where Cersei was and get her, burn that down.
So
instead, you wanted to burn down the whole town that you are taking over.
That's dumb.
I will never forgive her for that.
But did she think she was right, or was she just acting out of anger?
She felt like she was right, and she was acting out of anger.
Cause you know what I mean? Like Thanos, he was snapping people away because he was trying to control the population. Like, good idea or good heart, not necessarily, but you know, for the sake of sentences.
Yeah.
Like positive motivation, really bad plan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other villains, or like even so. Some could look, so I like Dexter. Well, I watched Dexter all the way through. He is a serial killer, but he kills the bad people. He gets away with it because he's a forensic scientist, so he knows. But it's like some people can justify it. Like it was like, this man is a murderer. He's a bad guy, but people could justify it. It was like, but he's killing the people that are like getting away with crimes or that have killed somebody else. So it's like, you know, stuff like
Yikes.
that, or these bad people that have like these agendas, but it's because like they truly think what they're doing is the right thing to do.
Yeah, that reminds me of the movie Saw.
Okay, how? I've seen up to 6.
I was about to reach for the list. I've seen
1 through 6. I haven't. Weren't there more after that?
I don't know. I stopped at a certain point. But
okay.
Didn't they like grab the people that were doing stupid stuff, and they had to prove that they were good people anyway?
You know, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Oh, there are not only 6.
Damn.
It went up to Saw 6, and then we got Saw 3D. Then we got Jigsaw, Spiral, Saw 10 and 11. Oh, we're getting 11.
I don't even remember where I stopped.
I know for sure I stopped at 6 because I think I went to go see 6.
Yeah,
or I watched it online somewhere when I was watching movies.
I might have stopped at 3. I don't even.
Okay. But yeah, I don't remember how they were choosing the people.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Mrs. Doubtfire, since we mentioned Mrs. Doubtfire, I think she fussed at him too much. He was trying to be a good daddy.
Oh, yeah. The mom.
Yeah.
Just because that's what he does. He's goofy.
Yeah.
Funny.
I think she was a little hard on him.
I'm going to go to a Goofy movie. I'm going to go for Goofy.
Yes.
You force your child to go on a trip.
Oh, yeah.
Because you was listening to your friend.
Yeah.
That he might get in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get in trouble, but
they were both wrong. Max was a little jerk.
He was.
Max was a little jerk.
He was. And I'm like, let him stay. He said he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go.
Like, he could have expressed his concerns like, Max, I don't like the way you cutting up at the moment. Like, I don't like the road you're taking.
Yeah.
And, like, they could have just had to come to Jesus. He didn't have to, you going on this trip,
Right.
doggone it, you know.
Right.
And Max could have also made it clear. He was like, oh, but I was trying to go to this concert. Because he never told him about the concert. He was just like, but Dad, no, I don't want to go on the trip.
I could go on the fishing trip with you, but in the same, while we're spending time together, can we go on this concert?
Yeah, since we going to be out here, you know. Yeah, like, I feel like they both, Goofy was just scared.
Mm-hmm.
And he also let Pete. And, you know, Pete's son is terrified of him. So, like, he was definitely listening to the wrong. Yeah, Goofy was just scared and wanted his son to do well, but Max was absolutely a jerk. Yeah. But he also could have just, like, instead of just being the whole bratty, no, I don't want to go on a trip, explain why you don't want to go on a trip. A lot of things
could have been solved by just communicating.
In so many cases, absolutely. Yes. Yep. Yeah. And even in the college, the second one, Max was just mean. Yeah. Like, let him know, you know, oh, I want my space. And then Goofy, you absolutely shouldn't have pulled up. Or if you were going to pull up, don't even, you know, still let Max do his thing.
Let him have his life.
Yeah, but, yeah, Max just be a jerk a lot.
Yeah, he was. He was. I did. I was like, dang, he forced him to go on this trip.
Yeah.
He said no. He said no. Let him spend time with his friends. But, you know, yeah. Okay. Well, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to clear my throat, nose, and everything. All right. Shoot. We got any more? I can't think of any more movies.
Nah, that's why I kind of just gave it a blanket. Sometimes villains aren't as bad because I can't think of a specific.
Well, y'all let us know in the comments if we missed any movies or shows or whatever the case. All right. Let me see if I can get through this without my face clogging up. Because it already is doing it.
Not your whole face.
My whole face. Okay. Business spotlight. Okay. Today's business spotlight goes to. Excuse me, y'all. Today's business spotlight goes to the Trailblazers Impact Foundation. And this is a foundation created by the Tau Epsilon Sigma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. They are based out of Davidson County, North Carolina. And their mission is to impact and empower the Davidson County community through resource development, through leadership and inclusive systems of support. So this foundation recently awarded $7,500 in scholarships to 8 high school students. They held their third annual recently. This is like last week, 2 weeks ago. They held their third annual Vine and Vibes event for a full weekend of activities. Their first time doing like a full weekend of activities to raise money for scholarships. They hosted their first golf tournament at the Colonial Country Club in Thomasville, North Carolina. They also hosted an Uptown Lexington Block Party in the Depot District. So if you... It's the new area in Lexington downtown where they're turning the old factories into like restaurants and stuff like that. Oh, thank you. That's great. It's kind of for us, but not really. So
it's a little friendlier.
Yeah. And then they also after the block party, they hosted like an after party called the Polo Royale. Where they had a DJ and everything. Everybody came out. I took pictures there and did a photo booth for them. And they do this every year. Like I said, this is their third annual. But the fact that they raised $7,500, well, they were able to give $7,500 to high school students was pretty dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So y'all check them out. You can find them on Instagram. You can keep up with updates and things that they've done. They've done much more. But but these are the most recent things that has happened. You can find them on Instagram at Trailblazers Impact Foundation. You can also find the Phi Beta Sigma page at Davidson County Sigmas. You can also reach them on their website is www.tes1914.org. So that is the Trailblazers Impact Foundation from the Tau Epsilon Sigma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, located in Davidson County. That's Lexington, Thomasville. Welcome. No, is that welcome included? Lexington, Thomasville, North Carolina. Y'all hit them up. Make donations. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of them. They've been doing a lot of things.
That's awesome.
For the community, trying to bring everybody together. So pretty dope. Love that for them. And yeah, so that is the Business Spotlight. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Hey Fave. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends. And we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.